Greetings from Fore Brains Technologies. I am Tirupati Arabagam, Managing Director of Fore Brains Technologies. I have great pleasure in connecting you through this small presentation on Talent Acquisition Freshers, a new paradigm. As a skill enablement company, we would like to introduce a novel idea of cost-saving methodologies that can be used in the talent acquisition in college graduates. We would like to take approximately around 7 minutes of your time to present our idea, which can save few millions of dollars in your talent acquisition budget in the freshers category. In today's knowledge world, human capital is one of the most important assets for any company, and this is more pronounced in IT companies. 99.9% of the perceived market value of any information technology company is made up of human brains that are associated with that company, and the huge value proposition they bring to these IT conglomerates. No wonder almost all IT companies spend huge amount of time, money and efforts in acquiring the right talent pool for their IT companies. We are faced with huge amount of challenges in acquiring huge amount of talent pools that is required for IT companies. The major challenge that is being faced is the wide skill gap that exists between the industry requirements and the product output that is coming out of these educational institutions. This has been discussed in most of the forums for several years, and we have not seen any major step towards rectifying the problem. As of now, the IT companies do a mass hiring through aptitude test and soft skills, and then spend huge amount of time, money in upskilling these candidates to the required level and place them in projects. We also face another major challenge actually is the attrition at the fresher entry-level categories. So the talent acquisition budget is mainly made up of three major costs. There is the training budget that has to be allocated during the training period of around 3 to 6 months of time frame, and holding cost, that's the salary that we need to pay during this training period, which is becoming an unbillable cost to the corporates. And as well as after the training, they wait in the bench for a project allocation because they have been trained on mass methodologies and they wait for the right project allocation, and there is a huge bench cost as well. As an SBT, an IBM business partner company, how can we collaborate with you to address these challenges and minimize these costs to the lowest extent possible? As an IBM career education partner, we have access to these talent pools in a lot of educational institutions. So we can help you to identify the right talent pool that is available in these institutions using the current methodologies of aptitude test and group discussions and soft skill interviews. And once these candidates are selected, in our new methodology, we would like to train these candidates at the college premises itself during their 8th semester or the final semester, where they have to do the project work and they have reasonable amount of time that can be spent in upskilling them. By this way, we save on both the training cost as well as the salaries that needs to be paid and as well as the infrastructure. And we present these candidates for the mid-level assessment and the final assessment, and companies can select based on the criteria that we evolve. So by this way, we will be getting the right candidate with the right quality level as required by the corporate at a minimum cost. The training cost can be borne by the candidate, and it can be reimbursed by the hiring company at the end of 24 to 36 months, which can also act as a retention bonus. We will be able to support on any technology that is required as per the business requirements. I would like to present a small scenario of a rough estimate of cost savings that we can achieve through this model. In our conventional methods, we spend around 3 to 6 months of training period, and we spend almost around 400 hours of training on each candidate in an average. And considering $10 per candidate per hour, we are spending around $4,000 just on the training cost. And the perceived loss of billing, I have taken it as $1,000 per month approximately, and for 4 months it's working out around $4,000. And an average bench cost, I worked out around $2,000 which we'll be losing. So approximately around $10,000 per candidate, and if we can target a small number of around 300 candidates per company, we should be saving somewhere around $3 million by following this model without compromising on any of the quality requirements that is required by the company. We look forward to work with you, and we are already using this strategy in our retail training. We are training the people at our premises, and we are deploying them at various companies such as Emphasis, ACS, IBM, Logica, CGI, and we would like to collaborate with you and look forward to work with you for a win-win proposition. Thank you very much for your time.